So I feel like a lot of people who play Fortnite actually end up buying skins in the game, and a lot of people end up buying skins that they realize after a while that they could probably live without. And in today's video, I'm going to be talking about 5 skins that I bought that I personally regret buying. Before we get into the video though, if you guys are new to the channel and you enjoy the content, be sure to leave a like and subscribe because I make videos like this all the time. You can also use my supporter creator code Bendominator in the item shop, #ad. Let's go ahead and get right into the video. So the first skin I got here is the Punk skin, and the Punk skin is honestly, it's a good skin, but I kind of regret buying it because this is one of those skins that I don't really use a lot, and that's for a couple reasons. The main reason I don't really use it that much is because it's mainly a Halloween skin, and that goes for pretty much any other Halloween skin that you end up purchasing or holiday skin in general, but this skin is one of those that I never really feel compelled to wear even when it's not Halloween. It feels so specific to it, and mostly just like the fall season, that I feel like a couple other Halloween skins I could end up running throughout the year, but this one usually is forgotten about. And then the other reason that I don't really run it that much is because I also own the Sagan skin, which I feel like is this skin, but just way better. The only thing that it doesn't really have going for it is the really cool pumpkin head, but other than that, I just think the Sagan skin does what this skin is trying to do a whole lot better. It pretty much has like the same color scheme and a very similar outfit, just on a way more interesting and better character model, and I do think that the design on the outfit is also just a lot better, because on the Punk skin, it's mostly just like the orange and then straight line and then black, but then for the Sagan skin, you got some really cool patterns on it, and I think that the Sagan is overall a lot better, so if I were going to run either of these two, I would run the Sagan skin, and then this skin usually just gets left behind. So for that reason, I don't really like it that much, and I don't end up running it, so I kind of wish I never bought it in the first place, because it's not like I run it ever anyway. But honestly, it is a really cool looking skin, and maybe I should actually run this one more. Alright, so the next skin we have here is the Sky Stalker skin. This skin is cool, I like the concept, I like the design, but I really just don't like that color scheme, and I just don't really like running this skin. So the main reason I bought this skin is because when I saw it in the shop, I thought it looked really cool. But then I actually started using it in game, and I realized I didn't really like it as much as I thought I did. Now, this skin looks really good in the locker and in the lobby, but then when I actually end up using it, I don't really enjoy running the skin in game that much, and I don't really know why. I think the main thing is the color palette and the really big coat. The physics on it are kind of weird, and the skin just feels kind of bulky because of it. But then when I look at it in locker, I'm like, yeah, this looks like a really cool skin, I want to run this skin. And then I use it in game, and I'm like, oh wait, no, I don't like running this skin. It's really weird, I don't know why I feel that way. But yeah, I kind of wish I never bought this skin, but I understand why I bought it, because he does look really cool. But again, I just don't like using it in game. It just kind of feels awkward to use. Anyway, next up we have the Heartbreaker skin, and this is a skin that I would probably enjoy a lot if it actually had an edit style where it didn't have a llama head. And I feel like I bought this skin expecting me to like it because I was kind of ignoring the llama head aspect of it, but then again, when I go in game and use it, I am looking at it and I see the llama head and I'm like, I really wish there was just a style to not have his head be a llama head. And that's a really weird complaint for me because the rest of the skin actually looks really clean and it's really cool and I like the concept, but the llama head just kind of throws it off for me a lot. I don't hate this skin. I do kind of wish I never bought it, but honestly it's not the worst thing in the world, but I just never end up running it. And I feel like if it had an edit style where it was just like a normal human head, I would probably actually use this one, especially around Valentine's Day. But even during Valentine's Day, I didn't even use the skin. And I just kind of wish that it wasn't in my locker. But then again, this is one of those skins that I probably should actually try using a bit more, because the llama head isn't a huge deal. But again, I just kind of wish that I didn't buy it in the first place, and that is why it is on this list. So next up we have the Scorpion skin, and this skin is just really boring in my opinion. I mean, it was only 800 V-Bucks, so it wasn't that big of a loss, but I just feel like the skin is kind of boring. I don't really like that tan color, and I honestly don't really know why I bought this skin. I think at the time this skin released in Season 5, and I was kind of just looking for some more simple skins, and I was impatient. I was like, this one looks good enough, I'll buy it. But if I just waited a little bit longer, maybe I could have gotten a better skin for 800 V-Bucks. Because at the time, they actually didn't sell a lot of good skins for only 800 V-Bucks. But I feel like nowadays, that's what makes this skin seem so bad. Because compare this to skins nowadays we get for 800 V-Bucks, it's really not that good. But back in Season 5, this was actually not a bad deal for 800 V-Bucks. And I feel like I kind of bought it because it was so cheap. And I was like, hey, it's a really cheap skin, I can afford this, I'm just going to buy it because it's cheap. But I feel like I really would not have bought this skin nowadays just because of how many good cheap skins we have now. Because back then, you had skins that looked exactly like this and just shared the default character model being sold for 1200 in the shop. And I didn't want to pay 1200 V-Bucks for a skin that was that simplistic. But with this skin, it was only 800, and I was like, hey, why not? But again, nowadays, it just doesn't age well. And that's the main reason that I kind of wish I never bought it. Because if I held onto those 800 V-Bucks, I probably could have waited a bit longer for another really nice skin to actually come out that was very cheap. Because after these skins came out, they actually started making a lot more skins that were only 800 V-Bucks that were very, very high quality. And yeah, I just never used the skin because I have a lot of better uncommon skins now, and even better rare skins that share the default character model. And I feel like if I wanted to run a super clean skin, I got so many other options that I don't really want to run this one. So yeah, overall I don't really like Scorpion just because it's really, really bland. But again, it's not like the worst skin in the world. And the last skin we have here is the Oblivion skin. Now, what is nice is they recently gave the skin an edit style last season for a gold edit style, and that makes the skin a little bit better, even though I do like the original color scheme more. But again, this skin is just one of those skins that I don't even know why I bought this one. This is the one skin on the list where I can't even think of a reason as to why I even wanted this skin. I think at the time I thought that it was better than Omega, so I was like, hey, maybe I'll just get this skin because Omega's cool and all, but this skin's just a cooler version of Omega, so I might as well buy this skin instead of getting to tier 100 to get Omega. I got Omega anyway, but this skin is really just not good at all. I like Omega way better, and I'm so glad that I actually grinded to tier 100 to get Omega and his edit styles. But this skin I just feel like is really, really weird looking. I just don't like it. It's awkward. And it's one of those skins in my locker. I don't have very many skins in my locker that I don't like. But out of all the item shop skins that I've bought, this is the one that I just wish I didn't own. Because I just don't use it and I just don't find it good at all. I apologize if you actually enjoyed this skin. This is just my opinion. I really just don't like the skin. And it was 2,000 V-Bucks as well, so it kind of hurts. Spent a lot of V-Bucks on the skin. And I just really, really wish I could refund it and get my money back with this one. Because this is definitely, out of all the skins I've talked about in this video, this is the one that I just really, really don't like. And that I would never even want to try and go back to use again. Because most of the skins on this video, I'm like, yeah, I regret buying that, but maybe I should give it another chance. Maybe I should actually try and use it more, because the skin designs are actually just really cool. I just don't really like running them. But this one, I just don't like the design at all, and I don't like running it. I don't really like anything about it. But the fact that they did give it another edit style makes it a bit more worth it. But overall, just not a huge fan of it. But anyway, guys, that's about gonna do it for this video. If you guys enjoyed this video, make sure to give it a thumbs up, subscribe if you are new, because I make videos like this all the time. You can also use my support a creator code, Bendominator, in the item shop #ad if you really want to support me. You can go ahead and join my Discord or follow me on Twitter. Both links will be in the description. Have a great rest of your day. I will see you guys in the next one, and goodbye.